today on a couple of different matters. The first is felony charges involving murder in the first degree and child abuse. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You do have the right to an attorney in this matter. Today, I'm going to appoint the legal defender's office to represent you, and you have an attorney seated with you for purposes of today's proceedings. We're here to talk about your conditions of release on this matter. I've had a chance to review some written information provided to me by pretrial services. I've also had a chance to review the state's recommendation as to your conditions of release on these felony charges. They are asking for a $1 million bond. That is my inclination. Did you need to be heard further, Mr. Poston?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Durain has no prior felony history, and she is a lifelong resident of Tucson. I'd ask for a reduced bond.
All right, Ms. Durain. I am going to hold you today on a bond of $1 million. That is going to be a cash or secured bond. If you do post that bond, you do have to report to pretrial services. You'll be required to participate in any monitoring or treatment they direct. You're not allowed to have any alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms while this case is going on, no contact with any victims' representatives in this case. You have to abide by any DCS conditions should DCS become involved in this matter. Do you understand all of those conditions of release?
Yes, ma'am.
Your next
Yes, Your Honor.
Your next court date is going to be June 16th at 1:30. That's a preliminary hearing. That court date may or may not occur, but you're expected to show up at all future court dates. And if you fail to appear, a warrant could issue for your arrest. If you're still in custody, the jail will make sure to transport you to your next hearing. Do you understand the consequences if you fail to appear, that they could issue a warrant for you if you don't show up?
Yes, Your Honor.
We also have a justice court matter. Looks like there was a criminal damage case out there and they issued a warrant for your arrest. On that case, there is a $500 bond amount on the warrant. At this time, I'm just going to put a $50 cash bond on that warrant for you. I am going to appoint someone from the contract list for justice court.
I have the cash available to pay off that bond.
Well, you're being held on a $1 million bond on your felony matter. So regardless of what happens on this case, ma'am, you've got to post that $1 million before you can get out.
Okay.
So I am going to appoint Amanda Bynum to represent you on this case. She'll be in touch with you. We're going to set a pretrial date for you tomorrow, June 6th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That'll be a video appearance so that hopefully you can get that matter resolved as well. All right, any questions about that misdemeanor matter, Ms. Durain?
The $50 misdemeanor.
Yes.
Or
Yep. You're going to be, I've appointed an attorney for you. That's Amanda Bynum. That'll be different from your felony attorney that you have on the other charges that you have pending. So what'll happen is you likely posting a $50 bond in this case is not going to do you any good because you'll stay in custody on the other case. So you're very likely still going to be in jail tomorrow when you're seen on this case at 1 o'clock. You'll appear via video, much like you're doing here today. Ms. Bynum, your attorney, will be in contact with you. She'll also be present for that hearing, and you can figure out what you're going to do with this justice court case. All right? You're all done for today.
Hey, that.